What up, guys? It's your boy DJ, and we are back for another video. So this one here, we're going to do for beginners. This is a beginner video, so if you are advanced, if you're up a level 85 or above, go ahead and just like, subscribe, hit the notifications button. I have a video coming for you later on this week. But right now, this is basically for beginners, so I'm not going to waste your time. Exit out. There's no reason for you to continue to watch. If you are a beginner and you are just trying to learn ships, you just got to the point where you're either starting to unlock the ships, which there are 3 different levels that they make you unlock. I think you start with Akbar, or you start with Mace, Akbar, and then Tarkin. The game gives you ships and characters to unlock in the very beginning, so that way you guys don't have to spend money, spend credits, or whatever to get them. They give you all the characters, which is a blessing because when we first started, we didn't get them. We had to earn them the hard way. But you guys have them a little bit easier, so you get them unlocked for you automatically. Once they get you into the ship, basically the ship area, the ship section, that is when you're able to start doing things. There's ship challenges, there's a ship store, and the ship arena. Let's talk ship arena first. If you get yourself into a ship arena, every ship arena has what's called a shard chat. Every one of them do. Usually they're on Discord, sometimes they're online. Not entirely sure where yours is. The best place to find them is to look through some of the Discord servers that are on here. People are always looking for their shards. Darth Vader's Recruitment has a good one, and I know that Territory Wars has a good one. I will leave links to both of those down below. That is how I found my shard. And honestly, it made my life so much easier being able to communicate with them, because you want to be able to talk with the people on there and find out when they're going to get paid out and when you get paid out. Everyone gets paid out differently. Every person on there has a specific time that they get paid out on, and you want to be able to make sure that you're not trying to rob someone of their payout, because we all want crystals, we all want to update, we all want to upgrade. So, play nice, and everybody will play nice with you. If you don't, I'm going to show you what happens. So let's actually get into that and look at this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my ship shard. You can see where all of our different payouts are on here. If you scroll down towards the bottom, you see where I'm at. I'm in the 3 o'clock hour with our people. I trade out first, second, and third every single day with these 3 guys. They're great guys. I love Toombs and Tom. We're able to talk to each other. And if you notice down at the bottom of our 3 o'clock section, it says not in chat, fire at will. Now, if anybody knows this person, please send them to my channel. I would love to talk with them. But in the meantime, this person has not been able to get a hold of. We have not been able to find a way to contact them. We always stress to all of you guys to leave your line or Discord info on swgoh.gg. It is the easiest way for someone to find you if you are in an arena chat, or if you're not in an arena chat and need to be put in one. You can see right here where it says not in chat, fire at will. Basically, that means everyone in our chat fires at him, shoots at him, and knocks him down constantly. You want to get found on your chat, and you want to be able to communicate with everyone so that you're in good standings with everybody and you don't get fired on constantly. There's a few guys you can see on my screen right now that get fired on constantly, and it's because we cannot get in contact with them. We have tried. In the meantime, you're not going to hit us. We're all going to knock you down to the bottom. So that is what you want to do. You don't want to be the one in somebody's chat that says fire at will. You want to be the person in their chat that's, helpful, communicating, and trading out different payout times. So that is what a shard chat is. If your guild is not on Discord, if you're in a young guild, get them on Discord, get them online. It is very beneficial. Moving on to the actual gameplay, let's start off with capital ships. Those are very, very important. Now, in the very beginning, you're not going to get the Chimera. The Chimera is a ship that you have to unlock going through a legendary status, very much the same way you would have to unlock Palpatine, CLS, and so on. There's required ships. We'll get into that in a little bit. You're going to start with the first 3. Me, personally, I'm not a fan of the Endurance. It is a defensive ship. That is not my battle style. I like to be offensive. So that is not the ship that you want to battle with if you are an offensive style battle person, if you want to just attack until you're done. Now, some people like the Endurance because it does help you with defense. It does give you extra defense, and it also makes you a little bit more durable. Home 1 is a different style of attack ship. This one here is a light side focused attack ship. And what it does is it helps you with protection up. It helps you to last a little bit longer. Every time any one of your guys fires out of turn, you gain protection up. Also, its main focus is right here. It says all allies gain 30% turn meter and the master plan buff. Well, what is that? Let's look at it. After the unit uses an ability during its turn, their cooldowns are automatically reset and they gain 100% turn meter. Basically saying you can go back-to-back firing on your main weapon on your ship, whatever the special weapon is. For instance, Clone Sergeant's Torpedo. If somebody has a target lock on the other side, it is a guaranteed hit. You could fire that twice, practically wiping out 2 ships in one turn. So that is a great ability. So if you are light side focused, this is the ship you mainly want to focus on. Now, personally, I am more dark side focused. The dark side has a little bit better ships in my opinion. Not anybody else's, just mine. So this is what I recommend. On their basic, he grants exposed to that target for 2 turns. That's awesome. That's an extra 25% damage right there off the top. If you're able to save that expose on that target until you get to one of your main hitters that you know is going to deal a severe amount of damage, I would do that. But if you can't, just smash it as soon as you can. Let's move on to the next reason why I love this ship. It grants offense up to all allies. That's massive. That's huge. That is allowing your ships to hit harder and attack faster each time. Now, let's get on to the reason why this ship was my favorite ship until Chimera came out. That is because this is what I call the end game. Game over button. As soon as this has revealed itself, it is basically game over. So this right here says it deals physical damage 12 times to a random enemy target. These attacks cannot be evaded. That is key. If somebody is on the other side with that annoying first, or not first order, but just a regular TIE fighter. The regular TIE fighter is probably the most annoying ship to try and hit because it dodges constantly. This right here says it cannot evade, which means that ship, just save it for last. Once you hit the end game button, bye-bye, it's gone. So target locked enemies are also stunned for 1 turn. So if somebody lives and they have a target lock left on them at the end, they are stunned for 1 turn. Most likely by the time you get down to this button, basically you're going to only have 2 or 3 ships left. By that point, you can hit this and it's game over. So that's what used to happen in our arena chat. But now with Chimera is a whole nother world, and we'll get into that in the expert section. That is not for right now. Let's get into the actual ships themselves. So when you first start off, now obviously you're not going to be at my level where you have gold ships everywhere with gold people and so on. It's not going to happen. You're going to start off at the bottom, but this is just to give you an example of what to do. My first suggestion for you is work on your Phoenix ships and any Rebel ships that you have. The reason why is because those are the ships you are going to need to get the Chimera. So you really want to 7-star all of these ships as possible. Now you can see I didn't 7-star Bistain, but my ships were strong enough during the Chimera event to take out the Chimera and beat it without having to use that backup ship. In fact, I don't think I lost a ship, period, when I did it. But the other thing that people always want to ask about is what is it that makes a ship so strong? Let's get into that. Let's look at just Darth Vader. Darth Vader is probably my most maxed out character right now because he is considered meta. What makes his ship power so strong? When you're looking through this, most of this stuff right here doesn't matter. You're usually just going to skip over this because nobody really reads that stuff. We all get down into the general area and we look at health, protection, speed, critical damage, scroll down a little further, physical damage. Those are the ones that you really want to look at and focus on. Those specific 4. Physical damage, speed, health, and protection. Everything else is kind of irrelevant unless you really are an expert level. Once you get to the expert level, you'll start focusing in on those. But in the meantime, these are the 4 that you really want to focus on. How do you build those up? Let's go to the character himself. So when you're looking at the character, the very first thing that adds a significant amount of power to your ship is the gear. The higher you can get them on gear, the more power you are adding to that specific ship. The next thing that you need to look at are your mods. When you go to your actual mods, you want to have, now because I'm in Arena and I have to have the fastest Darth Vader possible, you can see where I have a 4-dot diamond. But what adds power to your ship is all 5-dot, all level 15, and all matching. For instance, I have 4 speed mods, I have a health mod, and I have a tenacity mod. If the tenacity mod had been a health mod and the diamond had been 5-dot, I would have maxed out on the amount of power that I'm giving my ship through mods. So that is very important. All 5-dot, level 15, all matching. Whether it's 4 and 2 or 3 sets of 2s, does not matter. Let's move on to the next section. The next thing that adds power to the ship is your attacks and abilities. The higher you have those, the more it adds. Now, those don't add a lot to it, but they add enough that if you're in a mirror match battle against another Darth Vader ship, you are going to be able to max out all of your abilities, giving yourself just the slightest little edge. A 1-point difference in speed is the world of difference when you are in a battle against a mirror match person. So max out your abilities, max them out as much as you can. If you're not able to get the Zetas yet because you're not there, I know on my younger account, I'm level 77. I'm not there yet. I cannot get to them. The last thing that does anything to it, and I'm going to shrink my picture here so you can see it, is level 85. That is the last thing that adds to your ship is the level that you have this character at. You want to max them to whatever your level is. So if you're like on my younger account, I'm level 77. My Darth Vader on my younger account is level 77. That's as high as he can go. As I continue to climb up to level 85, I will continue to climb my main guys up to level 85. In the meantime, try to get them as high as you can because it adds more power to your ship. Now, as you're doing your 600 a day, you should be able to get up pretty quickly. In 4 months that I've had my younger account, I'm at level 77 already, and to be honest, could be a little bit higher if I actually made it my main focus. But because it's not my main account, I don't play it, but maybe once or twice a day. Just enough to get the territory battles done or territory war or whatever it is that I need to get done and get my 600 for my guild to keep them happy. So if it's your main account, you should be able to climb up significantly higher and within 6 months be able to get yourself to level 85. That way your ships are level 85, so on and so on. So that is really what you want to focus on when it comes to your ships. As far as getting a lineup done, my suggestion for you are the main ships that I use on my younger account is Biggs. He is probably the best tank in the game. As soon as somebody gets a target lock off, he automatically taunts. From there, every time somebody gets a target lock on another ship, he gains protection, never-ending protection, much like the old Kylo Ren, where he would never, ever stop getting protection the more he kept using his Zeta. Well, this is a ship without having to have a Zeta. He will continue to gain protection throughout. I also use, on my younger account, the 2 TIE fighters, which are very easy. I believe they give you both of them. Let me correct myself here. First Order Special Forces TIE, whatever that name is. It's so long, they really need to shrink it or come up with an anagram for it. But I'm talking about the Imperial TIE Fighter, and I am talking about the First Order TIE Fighter. Those 2 are key. They will help you the most. Now that the TIE Silencer, sorry Cubs, is available there, you really want to use that one as well. It is FTP, and it is actually one of the best drop rates for ships right now out there. So I would definitely suggest putting that ship in. If you can get yourself a Boba ship, you have to be able to unlock the character and then the ship. Boba ship or Maul ship are also great ships. But again, I have Phoenix in there as well. I use the Phoenix ships quite often. I also have 5 ship in there as well. I have not unlocked the TIE Advance on my younger account. It is a very hard ship to unlock because you basically have to wait for it to show up in the ship store, and it doesn't show up all that often. Once you start getting up there, you're going to want to get yourself this ship. This is the most deadliest ship in the game. It doesn't hit hard. What it does is it takes away turn meter from your capital ship. If you're able to start farming this ship, or if you're a dolphin or a whale and you're able to purchase this ship, I would highly recommend saying get this ship. It will get you to number 1 every single day that you can do it. So every time you kill another ship on the other side, this ship takes away turn meter. Magic, wonderful, helps you to get to your end game button faster on your Tarkin, and eventually when you do get Chimera, it just helps you to dominate the field. If you see one of these ships on the other side and your opponent has it, you really want to attack this ship first and get rid of it ASAP. If not, it is game over for you. You will lose. It doesn't matter how much RNG you have. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, any thoughts, any comments on the game, please leave a comment down below. I would be more than happy to answer. We do have a Discord server coming soon where we are going to be able to do live chats with you guys and having you guys come on and talk about whatever it is, ask questions while we're actually recording the show. So I will keep you guys informed in that here soon. But in the meantime, thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys next time.